Just took this garlic confit out of the oven. It's basically just garlic submerged in olive oil. I'm just gonna use it for a bunch of stuff this week. Little midday meditation. I've been starting to do this just if I get anxious. It's like a really great grounding technique I found. Hi guys, okay. I just got home. I finished up the workday after I meditated and, oh, well, welcome back to the channel. Sorry, I forgot to intro. I forgot I started a new vlog, but I finished up the workday after I meditated, and then Kate and I just went out for a nice walk, stopped by Dom's, and I picked up some drum, and then we went to Aldi and just got some produce. But I also got a package today, and it's this Stanley Cup, and I was so thinking they were chewy for so long, and I definitely do think they're chewy. Like, I'm not changing my opinion, they're chewy, but I still have one. Honestly, and I feel like some of the stuff I do is chewy. Like, I wear fucking Zit Cream and Populix, so who's chewy now? But anyways, I got this rose gold one. And what influenced me to buy it was my friend Megan. If you don't follow her on Instagram, Megan Carp. You should follow her on Instagram if you don't, is what I was trying to say. But we were in a yoga class together when I was back home for the holidays, and she was too. And I saw that she had it in rose gold, and I was like, I think I'm gonna buy that. And then they didn't have it available, and then they did. So I like it so far, but I have also taken like 3 sips out of it. So let's make it 4. Okay, I wanted to come on and talk about something because it's been on my mind a lot lately. And basically, so backtrack a little bit, a girl that I know, she's so great. She is a dietitian. She just launched a program called Your Wedding Dietitian. You should totally follow her on Instagram. She's like the cutest thing. Her name is Kristen. She's a registered dietitian, and she basically has a wedding program for like intuitive eating, leading up to the wedding day, because that's a time when, like, I feel like it can be really stressful on so many women and really toxic. So she's like breaking that toxic diet culture, which I love. Anyways, her whole MO is intuitive eating, and that's honestly like my MO too. And I kind of just wanted to come on and talk a little bit about my relationship with food and how it's evolved and how it's continuing to evolve. Because I feel like I eat such different things than I did. I mean, not completely, but like, I just feel like my relationship with food is very different from when I started my YouTube channel. Because I'm pretty sure I was like pretty much vegan when I started my YouTube channel. And intuitive eating is definitely, I mean, people always say in like books and stuff that it's a practice, and it totally is, but it's something that I think I didn't allow myself to do for so long that I lost sight of it. And I think when, honestly, a big change for me came when Blake and I moved to Chicago. And I think that change came just because I don't even know why, in all honesty. Actually, my dad said something to me one day. He was like, you're eating like fake cheese and like fake milks and stuff. He was like, why don't you just eat what the earth provided and like eat plentifully? And like when you start to lean into that, like you'll just start to trust yourself more. And I think that kind of caused a shift in me. However, I think intuitive eating is a lot harder than we make it out to be. And so anyways, going back to like why this has been on my mind, obviously like Kristen launched her company, and I've just been thinking about like my relationship with food a lot, and am I intuitive? And how do you balance between being intuitive and also, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, if you're truly intuitive, you're going to choose what like serves your highest purpose. So like sometimes that will be, I don't know, a croissant is on my mind right now because you guys know I love croissants, but like sometimes that will be a croissant, and other times that'll be like a plentiful like fruit bowl, or like something deemed as like healthier, you know? And I think that for me, that can be really difficult, because like treading that line, because I can be such an all or nothing type person, whereas intuitive eating is all about like living within like the spaces and being comfortable with that. But anyways, as I've started to lean into my intuition, and honestly, like for me, I think leaning into my intuition with food has just come with like cutting every food rule. And that doesn't mean that like I don't have like that doesn't mean that I'm not a more holistic eater, because I definitely am, and I was raised that way and I always have been. But I think like my intuition with food has become so much stronger since, honestly, I kicked like the vegan, the gluten-free, the refined sugar-free, like all of that shit to the curb. And I think pairing intuitive eating with intuitive movement was huge for me, because I realized that I could like my workouts and that I could move in ways that feel fucking good and that I don't dread and that I actually look forward to. And that's why you guys know I fucking love Tasha Franken, because it's just like, it's finally the workout that I love. And that doesn't mean that I don't give my body time to rest, because I think that's just as important, if not more important, than the movement part. But I think just like I don't know, I'm not explaining this as well as I want to, because in like complete transparency, I think this is something that I still grapple with. And I think this is something that is a constant, ever-changing thing for me, because of my past with restriction and my past with food. Like those voices in your head don't just go away. Like, for example, we had pizza the other night, and I was having pizza, and meanwhile, as I'm eating the pizza, there's a voice in the back of my head that's saying, do you really need that? Like, why don't you just stick with the salad? Like, why don't you just like make more veggies on the side? Like, you don't need that. And even though like I knew that I intuitively wanted the pizza, because I probably, in all honesty, wanted, like, I'm assuming the reason that I wanted it was it tastes good, but also like if we're talking about biologically, like my body was probably just craving like a really good cheese and the carbs from the pizza and the fat from the Italian sausage and whatever. But I don't know, I just think that what I really wanted to say here is that like being intuitive is a lot harder than I feel like people make it out to be. And that doesn't mean that you can't do it. And I think it's also one of the most freeing things to allow yourself to do. But yeah, I think that especially with food, as I'm saying, and as I've said thousands of times, not thousands, but as I've said like 10 times during this, like the more I lean into my intuition with it, the more I like get hits of intuition. So like I know when my body is craving a certain thing. Like I think one big one for me is red meat. Like I literally will wake up in the morning and I'll be like, I really want to have a steak tonight. Like that just like sounds good to me. Like I really want that. Or like, oh my gosh, a piece of sourdough with avocado and it sounds so good. For me, I crave avocado like all the time. That's like a big one for me. And even like olive oil, like random little things like that. And like, or like a cookie or like things like that. I think you just have to trust your body and trust that like your body knows what it needs. And sometimes I think I just said that it's hard, but I think for me, I guess what I was trying to say is that for me, it's hard sometimes because I can be so regimented with things, and that's not what the intuition is. The intuition is the feminine, it's the beauty, it's the like flow, whereas I can be so, but I think that's why this journey has been, is continuing to be, is so beautiful for me, because it's allowing me to really tune into my feminine energy. And like, if we're really taking this full circle, I think that like once I started to lean into my intuition more with like my relationship with food and with even with just like more low-key living, like that has like completely changed my whole view on life too. Like think about, like, I feel like I'm kind of Miss Homemaker Extraordinaire now. Like I fucking love that stuff. And like Blake and I were actually talking about this the other night because I was like, what's the biggest thing about me that's changed since we started dating? And he was like, you're literally like a total homemaker now, and you were not like that when we met. And I honestly think those two things have kind of happened in tandem. So I guess it's just leading into the feminine side. But I think, so I said that it was hard, and now I'm saying that it's easy, but I think I'm saying that for me it's difficult, but then once I start doing it, it comes so naturally. So like making that conscious decision of like, no, I'm gonna trust myself is really hard, but then once I do trust myself, I know what I need. I guess that's what I was trying to say. But anyways, I just wanted to be straightforward with you guys because I think that it's really easy to see everything and like just like in general see people living their lives. Like I even see people who, like, for example, they're very wealthy, and I see them living their life and I'm like, things are just so like, how did they get all that stuff? Like they just acquired it so easily, but you don't see the hard work that's behind that. And so I think it's kind of similar with people's relationships with food and their relationship with themselves. It's the same thing as people's relationships with their partner. I mean, I think about my relationship with Blake, and like, I can genuinely say I think we have a pretty amazing relationship, but we put a lot of work into our relationship, and we will continue to. And I think it's the same thing with my relationship with food, I guess, is like, I'm just trying to become like, honestly, the girl that like my younger self would be proud of. And with that, like, I'm just like, I'm working to kick judgment out the window and lean in to loving myself, loving my body, loving others. And yeah, I guess that just kind of starts with intuition. So that's kind of what I wanted to say. And I know that was kind of all over the place. I guess I don't know. It's hard for me to talk about because it's been, my relationship with food has been such a volatile relationship in my life. And I think it's become a lot less volatile over time. And I think it was a lot less volatile when I was a child. And so that's, again, like another thing I always think of is like, what would little Mary want? Like before she had any weird food rules or anything, like what would she want? And sometimes if you tune into that, it can be really beneficial. And that was actually like, this is so random, but that was part of the reason like I started to like actually crave like steak, and like steak and potatoes is like so random, but like I used to get that all the time when we would go out to dinner, and then I stopped eating it for probably 5 years. And so of course I'm not going to crave it, because you don't really crave what you don't eat, or what you won't allow yourself to eat. And so like getting back to that inner child place has really helped me. But okay, that was my rant. I am making some dinner, so I'm gonna go get started on that. I'm making airliner chicken breasts, and I'm gonna make them with a Caesar salad because we are hyper fixated on that. I literally make a Caesar salad for us at least 3 times a week. It's just so good. Like, I don't know why it just hits so diff. And then I'm gonna make it with some croutons, and what else am I gonna do? Some roasted carrots, and some roasted broccoli, because we just have leftover roasted broccoli, so I'm just gonna throw that on in there. And that's what we're gonna have. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make anything else, but okay. I love you guys so much, and I hope you know that like you guys inspire me to be a better person every single day, and like I just fucking love you. So peace. Making a little snack for later. Some dark chocolate that I'm gonna dip these dates in, and then I'll put some Maldon salt on that. I saw Tasha Franken do this, and so I'm doing it because it looked so good and I'm on a hazelnut kick. Listening to Gals on the Go and making hummus because it literally sounded so good. What I did was I boiled the chickpeas first with some, why can I not think? Baking soda. Then I just did tahini, some of my garlic confit that I made yesterday, smoked paprika, Celtic salt, and cumin. Hi guys, I am coming on because I wanted to just like first say that like as I'm editing this vlog was like a little bit hard for me to watch, I'm not gonna lie, and I think especially at points in it, you guys will see what I mean. Like I was really unsure if I wanted to post it, but I think that this is important for me to post because I think I touch on some really real things in it that a lot of people deal with in their life. And I didn't really edit this much. I took out a couple of things, but nothing like nothing that really like changed anything. I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to like kind of, I guess like as a precursor to this, just to what you're like going to see in the vlog, just like say how grateful I am for this community and how much I love you guys. And I'm holding space for all of you who are dealing with similar things. And yeah, love you guys.
Hi guys. I don't know why exactly I'm pulling out my camera right now, and I don't know if I'm going to include this in the vlog. But I also just wanted to keep it real, and I think I just needed to talk to someone, and I guess someone that's not Blake, because I feel bad bothering him because he's working, or my mom. But I just got laid off. And I feel like the reason I'm sitting down to talk about this is because people don't talk about it enough. And people don't talk about how scary it is. And if you've never been laid off, or you're like, why is she sitting in front of the camera crying? Then feel free to skip over this part. Like, no hard feelings. But I just want to say that I fucking loved my job. I like didn't really talk about it a ton on here, but I loved my job. I loved my team, and I fucking loved my boss. Like, she was the best. So I feel like I'm kind of mourning something right now, and maybe right now isn't the best time for me to talk to you guys about it, but I also feel like it's a really raw time for me, and I feel like a lot of people don't talk about this, and I know so many people who have been laid off. And it's one of those things where you never realize how, like, you see other people going through it and you never realize how scary it is until it's you. And so I kind of want to like tell you guys what happened. Basically, this morning I got a 15-minute calendar invite from my boss's boss put on my calendar at 10 a.m. and that's like not normal for us. Like we didn't put last minute calendars invites on people's calendars. Sorry, I can't talk, but we didn't like really invite people last minute to stuff. And I kind of knew, but I talked to my sister and she was like, this doesn't sound like layoffs. Companies tell people if they're gonna do layoffs. Like, sorry, I'm just really upset because I really loved my job. I hope I don't regret posting this, but I don't think I will. Anyways, and I knew, kind of, and so I headed outside. I was like, I kind of know what's coming. I need to get out of here. Like, I can't just sit and stare at my computer. So I went on a little walk, and then I came back. And I had talked to my sister and she was like, this doesn't sound like layoffs. Like they tell people that they're gonna lay off before they lay people off. And I got on the meeting and like right away, I just knew by the faces they were making and I was like, fuck. And I told myself I wasn't gonna cry, but I was just like so shook, and I could tell that my boss was so shook, and she didn't want to have to do it. And it's just like, I wish that we could somehow make this process more transparent, because putting like 15-minute blocks on people's calendars just spikes their cortisol, and it makes it so much worse. And then like, I'm obviously like, they shut me out of everything now. So like all of my projects, nothing really gets wrapped up, and that's hard for me, especially because I just like love closure. And obviously like corporate America will operate how corporate America does, and I know I like have utmost faith in the universe, and I know that in 6 months I will look back on this and I will think, thank God, wow, look how far I've come. And I have to show you guys the tarot reading that I got this morning, because we kind of knew something was going on. My boss was like, something's going on, like they keep canceling meetings. And she was like, but we're all good, like whatever. And I didn't start to worry until last night. But I got this reading today. I always keep my 3 cards on top. So the past, the present, and the future. The past is the Son of Swords. Forceful, determined. A dynamic creature, the Son of Swords is a man of action, not of grace. He pushes forward towards his goal with urgency and determination. To top it off, he's very well educated, making him a force to reckon with. Usually he's seeking approval from the patient and just Father of Swords, who casts quite a shadow onto his son. Working with this stimulating and exhausting young man can prove to be a challenge. I think that's kind of me, because I work really independently, and yeah, I just like push forward and I honestly get shit done. The next one is the Hanged Man, and this is the present. Sacrifice, letting go. Many people talk about the art of letting go, but what does it really mean? How do you achieve it? The Hanged Man has all the answers. He's the master of non-attachment. This card implies that there's a sacrifice, a difficult or painful situation coming up in your life, though you naturally want to resist and struggle through it. That's why I know I just need to let this roll through me. Be more like the Hanged Man. Find stillness, open your eyes, and use this new perspective to learn something. You're stuck here either way. And the future is the Empress, which is such a beautiful card. Creation, nature, the mother. The Empress is the mother or the goddess of the tarot. Her energy encompasses all that is warm, fertile, creative, and sensual in the world. Her strength comes from being gentle and compassionate and loving without binding. When this card appears, it's either pointing to a maternal relationship in your life or the side of yourself that wants to love more. The Empress also suggests it's time for you to reconnect with nature. Go outside tonight and find the moon. I've been talking about this journey that I've had with my feminine energy. And I think that this is like, now it's time for me to really fully harness this, and I don't know in what way. But I know I'm gonna be okay. And I know the universe has my back, it always does. Okay, I'm gonna, honestly, I think I'm gonna, I haven't done any like Pilates or anything. I'm gonna do a xoxo workout because it calms me down. We're gonna loop later, but I'm gonna keep this in because I think this is raw and this is real and this is what people go through that they don't necessarily talk about. So I'm baking my fave brownies, but I ran out of ingredients. Aren't I a different person from when I was just talking to you guys? That was like 5 hours ago now. But I took a shower and honestly, I'm just taking it a little bit at a time, you know? So I'm saging my space, and then I'm gonna run to Trader Joe's and grab the other ingredients I need for my brownies. And then I gotta break the news to my bestie. She's gonna come over, so yeah. Wow, what a vlog, you guys. We're getting real and honest, but that's beautiful, right? Now we're really
cleansing, as I like to do. But you know what? I think like, I feel like I've like cried so much today. It was like cathartic, but I'm also exhausted. And damn, I got a like good burn on this. If you ever Palo Santo, you guys know what I mean. Like sometimes you just can't get a good burn on the Palo Santo and you want it to have like a nice smoke on it so that it completely like clears the space. And the universe is doing me some favors right now with smoke on this. But yeah, I took like the shower, washed my hair, did all the things, and honestly like that just like helped me to clear out that energy. And I'm gonna make a really nice meal for Blake and I tonight, and we're gonna work through this, you know? Like I'm honestly kind of still baffled and like dumbfounded, but I want you to know that if you've ever been in the position that I am currently in, you're not alone, baby. So yeah, today has been a day, but I'm just grateful to have little routines like having dinner with B to fall back on, you know? Also, I'm grateful that I have these brownies for after dinner. Baked potato, lamb, and mushrooms. I need to make the salad real quick though. Hi guys. Okay, it's the next morning. I slept like actually it's not even, it's like late morning. Slept like a freaking baby last night. But I woke up at 5:30 and I was like, absolutely not. So I said a quick prayer and went back to bed and woke up at 9. So thank God, I needed it. I went out, grabbed my coffee, and I am just feeling a lot better. And I think yesterday was such a whirlwind, but I'm feeling like a lot more trusting. I've talked to a lot of my support system and I just feel really good. I actually have a meeting with a woman who I wouldn't even call her my therapist. She's more so just like a spiritual healer that I've worked with a lot. I have a meeting with her today, which was so perfect. And yeah, I'm going to do a quick little grocery haul for you guys to end this vlog off on a lighter note. I feel like we've touched some really heavy shit in this vlog. My relationship with food, my getting laid off, all of the shit. But I fucking love you guys and we talk about the real stuff here. So I honestly was gonna cut until just now. I was literally gonna cut the whole thing where I talk about intuitive eating, and then I was like, you know what? No, like this is gonna be a lengthy vlog, but whatever, you know? So I wanna edit this vlog and get it up for you guys. Also, just side note, I will be cutting my hair soon. It's like, it's a little bit too long. I just think it needs to be cut. I think I might go like here. My hair just grows so fast. So like it's the thing is it's not permanent. Oh my God, my camera's gonna die. Okay, we're gonna go quick. Spinach. And if my camera dies, then I'll just finish this on my phone because I wanna make sure I give this haul to you guys. These are the best blackberries. They're the Driscoll's Sweetest Batch blackberries. They're not organic. Usually I try to buy organic berries, but you can't stop looking at them die. Broccoli. I honestly just stocked up on our essentials because we have dance class tonight, so I wanted to just like make a quick like veg dinner, and then we might get like steak frites or something for takeout. I'm gonna make a Caesar salad with the Italian mix tonight. I got celery to juice. I got some La Colombe coffee. I haven't been having my little sip before my workout and I've missed it. So I just grabbed some of that. Also, you guys, I could have eaten that whole pan of brownies last night. They were so fucking good. You need to make them ASAP. Mini cucumbers. What's new? Cauliflower. And I haven't had one of these in a while. Japanese sweet potatoes. So I'm gonna put this stuff away and then I'll come back and then we'll end the vlog. Hi guys, okay, so quick package haul. First package is from Revolve. I work with them on a monthly basis, and I'm not gonna lie, one of my packages for this month got lost in the mail, and I'm really, I don't know what happened to it, but I'm really fucking upset about it. So we're still trying to figure that out. These are so cute. They're little black sandals from Ray. I just love the Ray shoes. I think they're actually really great quality. They're one of my favorite brands on Revolve. And these are just super cutie little black sandals. Like, you can't go wrong with this. With gold. So cute. And then I just got a black tank. I think it's from Lovers and Friends. Just because I love a good black, oh, and I love the fabric of it. It feels like Xoxo. It's just a high-necked black tank. Like, how can you go wrong with that? So cute. Okay, lastly, 2 things. One is this coat from Lulu Studio. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. It's a little bit bigger than I thought it was, but it's a shearling coat, and I've been wanting a shearling coat. And it has these really great buttons. I love that. And it's just black. And then I just snagged a pair of the Kate, I think these are the Victoria jeans in like a dark color. Okay, love you guys. Sorry this was kind of a heavy vlog, but I love you guys so much. I'm really, really grateful for this community. And I'm here for you guys. If you ever need anything, slide into my DMs. I'm your girl. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next vlog. I'm literally gonna charge my camera and start my vlog back up again. So yeah, I love you guys so much, and we'll talk soon. Bye.